Hello, hello, hello to all of my Virgos. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your special 7/16 reading. This is July 16th, so some wonderful things are happening for a lot of people. So we know, first of all, we know that the number 7 represents perfection and completeness, right? But did you know that 16, 7 being the root of the number 16, 1 plus 6 equals 7. 16 is a powerful number of spiritual transformation, symbolizing the intuitive lightning strike of awakening. It's amazing. I'm telling you, it's amazing. A lot of people are going through a huge spiritual awakening and transformation right now. And Virgo, you are no different. A lot of people like this. Some people have taken this COVID-19 as like, okay, it's a pandemic. Well, we know it's a pandemic, but they put a negative spin on it, right? Because, and understandably so, we have lost a lot of fellow human beings, and it's awful. It is awful. So, please wear your mask. Please protect yourself and protect other people. But for some of us who are still here in this realm, we have taken an opportunity to, really, really grow spiritually, make more money, take more classes, like really better ourselves and like make it out of a win-win situation, and so it's about making the best out of the situation that you're in, right? So Virgo, listen, your planet Mercury is in retrograde, right? And so Mercury being in retrograde right now, it actually affects you and the Gemini, because that is your ruling planet. It affects all of us, but it affects you all because that's your ruling planet the most. But see, Mercury being in retrograde actually, I'm sorry, you know what? Your planet is not in retrograde. So let me correct that. I'm not even going to change this. I'm not going to change this video. I'm not going to edit it. I'm not going to gloss over this. Your planet was in retrograde. It's actually direct right now. So when your planet Mercury was in retrograde, Virgo, let me go back because I want to make sure this is very clear. When your planet was in retrograde, so technology and communication could have been disrupted, right? So right now that it's direct, so you want to make sure that any communication technology, like there are no garbled messages, and I'm talking about physically garbled messages. You want to make sure your communication is crystal clear as this quartz right here, right? This quartz, speaking of the quartz, actually is for clarity. A lot of people put the quartz and the rose quartz together. And so rose quartz it's attached to your heart chakra, which is attached to love, forgiveness, for just loving yourself deeper, and so there's a lot of clarity there. So I want to focus on, again, your planet is actually direct right now. That is your ruling planet, so it is not in retrograde. So if I said it was in retrograde before, please accept my apology. Again, I'm not going to edit this. I like to just keep it all, bloopers and everything in. So your planet is actually direct right now. It was retrograde up until July 12th. But again, this was today is July 16th. So we're going to focus on the number 7. Also, the number 16, the root number of the number 16 is 1 plus 6. The root number is 7. So 7, 7. All right. So there is a spiritual awakening happening for a lot of people right now. But when it was retrograde, it affected communication and technology being disrupted. Okay. Right now, it is direct. We want to keep our vibrations very, very, very high. We want to make sure that people around us who could be causing any kind of friction, things are going to become crystal clear. Okay. Crystal clear. So I know that a lot of people have been hurt by other astrological signs that have been vibrating at a low frequency, right? This is why, Virgo, I want you to keep your vibrations high, because when you keep your vibrations high, regardless of what happens to them, and some bad things are happening to some people who have done some things to you right now. People are losing jobs. People are losing marriages. People are losing, they're just losing out on some good friendships with people, right? And so I think, and I don't believe in coincidences, right? So because it was in retrograde, and there was a lot of disruption and a lot of miscommunication, just a lot of drama going on, and it was so close. We're so close to the 12th. Like I said, it was only 4 days ago, but some things are happening as a result of that. I need you to keep your vibrations very, very high, Virgo, because people are suffering as a result of doing things to you. But let's get into your reading, okay? Most High God in the universe, please give me some information for my Virgos as it relates to power and intellect, as it relates to money and wealth, as it relates to areas of spirituality and taking action, also as it relates to areas of emotions and creativity. Okay, let's get into your reading. Let me break these down a little bit more. Let's get into your reading. So yeah, that was just a couple of days ago, actually, that your planet went direct. So yeah, some people are having to really pay, listen. Okay, look, this is what I'm seeing. Okay, this is the Magician card. This right here, Virgo, is your card. This card is attached to Mercury, right? So this is what I'm getting for you. Hold on, let me put this up here real quick. Let me put it right here in the middle. Remember I said, this is before I even pulled the cards. This is why I don't like to do edits and do-overs, because I know the universe is allowing stuff to happen the way it's supposed to happen. So look, I can see right now when I look at this, and this is why, like I said, before I even pull the cards, okay, you had to tap into this infinite wisdom and knowledge that you have and realize what you had inside of you. So when we're looking at two elements here with the Virgo and the Gemini. So with the Gemini, that's power and intellect. With the Virgo, because you guys are earth signs, that is money and wealth, right? So this person was questioning your power and your intellect. They were trying to disrupt your money. This is what they were doing, okay? I just want to let you know, give you it, and I don't know you personally, Virgo, but I'm telling you, this person was trying to question your power and your intellect. For some reason, they thought because of who they were that they could do whatever they wanted to do to you, but they didn't realize that you were able to tap into this toolbox that you have, and I mean, I don't even want to say take them out, but this is why, listen, they tried to mess with your money, but they couldn't mess with your money. All they did was ended up destroying themselves. So listen, this is your money. You have a lot of resources in and out, a lot of resources. This is your money. This is the Six of Pentacles. This is why I need you to keep your perspective very, very positive, optimistic. I know that this person hurt you, they disappointed you, and they tried to keep you in this position right here. But I'm telling you, Virgo, listen to me when I tell you this. They cut themselves off. And look, now people are coming to you because they're looking at you for advice. They want to know. And this is like a mothering advice. It doesn't matter. It's masculine, feminine energy. We're not talking about male, female. People are looking to you for advice. They want to know, like, how are you able to keep it together in the midst of all that craziness? Then people call you for all kinds of anxiety and stress. How are you able to keep it together? How do you look like this? How do you look like this? This is your pentacles. This is your pentacles. How are you able to keep it together in the midst of all of this right here? This person was literally trying to drive you crazy. This consistently keeps coming up in your reading. Like I said, I'm not editing. If I make a mistake, I'm just going to keep on going because I know there are no coincidences, and I know that the universe is talking to me, right? Most High God in the universe is talking to me. So people are wondering, how in the world were you able to keep it together in the midst of all that craziness? But listen, don't even talk bad about that person. Don't say anything bad about that person or those people that tried to keep you in this position. They cut themselves off. They did it to themselves. That same sword that they used to try to hurt you, it actually backfired and hurt them. So I need you to keep your perspective high. Just keep a smile on your face. Just say, you know what? I got through it. I was strong. I had to tap in. I had to go deep. I had to meditate. I had whatever you had to do. Don't say anything bad about them. They already hurt themselves. Poor things. Oops, we have some more cards that fell out. Yep. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something, Virgo. When these cards pop out, nothing is by coincidence. Nothing. Let me show you something. By the way, I'm giving away free crystals to the first Virgo that sends me an email. Look at my in the about section and send me your email. Send me your address. You don't have to put your name. You can just put Virgo and put your address. I'm going to attach tracking to it, so I have a receipt in case you all you need proof that it was actually sent out, or if it got lost or whatever, you'll know exactly where it went. But the reason why I know it was in your organization, it was specifically at work, is because this card is organization. I'm telling you, they did not depend on you tapping into your third eye. This is your toolbox. This is the Magician card. They were shocked, surprised that you had the knowledge that you had. Look at this, the Emperor card right here. This is attached to the Aries. Look, you still came out an Emperor, despite what they try to do to you. This Hierophant card is attached to the Taurus. This right here, this Magician card is your card, and also is attached to the Gemini. This Emperor card is attached to the Aries, okay? So you still came out like this, but it hurts you. This is why I say, look, despite them doing this to you, don't you gossip about them. Don't tell anybody negative anything about them, because they already took care of themselves. Keep your perspective high. You won. It's not your winning. You actually won. And look at this, money, more money. Look, the majority of the cards that came out for you all is money. Look, they really, really thought that this is a structured life, again, attached to your money. But they really thought that they were going to take you out and hurt your money. What a horrible thing to do to somebody. Anyway, they're not important. Okay, let's go to, and your prospects are getting better and better and better. Look at you looking vibrant, but you're strong. This is telling me that you're a strength. You really came through a lot, okay, in your organization. This right here, this pyramid right here, the organization, this structure. This is the third eye being open. Your third eye is wide open. It'll never happen to you again. And then not only that, the reason why people are coming to you for advice is because they're like, oh my God, how did that person take this person out? It wasn't you that took them out. It was the universe that took them out because their energy towards you, okay? Look at you vibrant. All these prospects and advancement. I wouldn't be surprised if you all start getting promotions. I really would not be surprised. But you're in celebratory mode. Look at this. You're celebrating with somebody. This Cups card is attached to the water signs. This is the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But you're celebrating with somebody. And it's time for you to celebrate because you've been through too much. You have been through too much and you didn't deserve it. You really, really did not deserve it. Okay, Virgo? I want you to understand that. That is why I want you to, again, keep your vibrations high, because keep your perspective high when you're celebrating, not if. When you are celebrating, don't say anything negative or bad about them. Matter of fact, if somebody is trying to draw you into a conversation about them, just play coy, like you really don't know what they're talking about. And you tell them, you are in control of the conversation. You say, no, let's keep our vibrations high. They did it to themselves, and keep on having a great time, having a good time. They did it to themselves. But yeah, let's look at an oracle card. Let's see what we have with the oracle cards. Virgo, they tried it, but they lost. Poor things. They really, really tried it and they lost. But they should not have tried it with you. They should have just left you alone and let you be a good team player. Look at this. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. I want you to know you are good enough. Okay, Virgo. This is, again, not by coincidence. You are good enough. I don't care what that person did to you. They tried to stress you out. And as bad as you may want to say something about them, don't say anything negative about them. Just keep your vibrations high because you're winning no matter what. They could not kick you off this emperor throne if they tried to. They just couldn't. Because when it was time for you to when you cried out to the universe, see, the universe saw you. This person is sitting under the universe. This person is sitting under the stars. All of this mystic messages and this good energy is coming through while you're sitting there in this position, this posture, thinking probably you're going to lose your job, and then thinking about, how when we think about if we're going to lose our job, then it's going to affect everything in our lives. We may have people we're taking care of, people that's depending on us. It just throws everything out of whack. And the universe and the Most High God heard you. They heard your cries. They saw you in this position, and they said, okay, we're going to swing into action. We need to let that person know who really has the power, and it's not them. They're just in a title and a position, but they really, really don't have the power. And so I need you to understand whatever angst and whatever frustration they caused you, you just know this, Virgo. When you're in the position that they're in, because they're going to lose their job. They're not only going to be reprimanded, they're going to be reprimanded to a point they're going to be afraid of you from this point if they keep their job. But I can't even see them keeping their job. Like, what organization would allow somebody to put somebody through that kind of an abuse, and let them stay there? Because if they do allow them to stay there, then you know it's a cultural abuse of power. It's not just one person. It's a cultural thing. Like, a culture of an organization is a culture of abuse. You have different cultures and different organizations and environments. But if they allow this person to stay on this job, then you know it's a culture of abuse. They may have reprimanded them, and that person will be afraid of you. But see, bullies don't just die. They just move their energy on to somebody else. And so it would be in the organization's best interest to let that person go, to send a very strong message. We don't put people in this position, because people in this position actually sometimes end up killing themselves. And so this is why I'm saying to you, when you get in this position, because you have a lot of money here, when you get in this position of advancement and all these prospects and stuff like that, you know not to treat the next person like this. You can always draw from your personal experience, okay? Virgo, that is what I have for you. Again, as it relates to these crystals and these stones, I am giving them away for free as a thank you to all of my subscribers for being so supportive and so many kind words coming back. So if you feel comfortable enough to send me your address, you don't have to send me your name. And my email address is in my in the about section of my page. You can just simply put your astrological sign in the place of your name, and then put your address, and I'll just attach tracking to it in case it doesn't get. And if you need to send me an email to say, hey, I haven't gotten my crystal or whatever, I can say here is the tracking number. Okay, that's what I have for you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. A wonderful day. Okay? All right. Again, this is for 7/16. Again, the significance of number 7 and the number of 16. I shared it in the beginning of this reading. I hope you have a wonderful week. Okay? Bye.